Hey collective, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Journey Tarot. My name is Z. What is up, everybody? I am doing a quick intuitive message here for the collective, all signs included. We are in Taurus season. I hope all is well. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like the message and it resonates here, okay? Cool. All right, let's tap right into the energy and see what is going on, what's going down on the timeline here. Happy birthday to all of my Taurus people. I hope you guys are enjoying your season, your solar return here, okay? So collective, there is a change that is taking place here. And this could have a lot to do with the way somebody thinks, their perspective, maybe even how they see you, okay? There's something here about a misfortune with memories I'm getting of the past. It could have been something that went down with you, them. It could have been both people included. I mean, this doesn't have to be just an individual person. I'm hearing setting, okay? It could have been something about an environment here or a group, but someone has changed their perspective. Somebody is realizing that, excuse me, confirmation. Somebody is realizing that you were just being you here, okay? So maybe you had to move around, okay, because of this could be a loss that you took or just a change that was unexpected here. I just feel like, I don't know if somebody felt like you were being extra or you were doing something out of spite, or, you know, there was something fake or fraudulent about who you were and what you did. It is, I'm getting specifically why you did something or why something happened. You know, this is going to resonate like across the board with many different people. Somebody could have even blamed you for a situation here, but they have had a change in perspective here. Again, somebody is realizing that you were just being yourself, okay? Because maybe whatever timeline that you're on now, you're still the same way, okay? Like your demeanor. Yeah. I'm getting the name Tracy. ATL could be significant here because I saw 678. I'm also getting the name Crawford. I've gotten that before. Bell or Bill and what was the other word? Nick or Nikki, okay? So let's see. I'm also smelling salami or deli meat, okay? Maybe could be making a sandwich. I don't know. So misfortune and memories here, okay? Interesting. I'm going to go straight into the tarot and see what this is about. And with that change, this could actually be changing the direction of a situation here, okay? Because somebody has had a change in perspective, all right? Yeah. What the hell? Okay. Child. Let's see what's going on. I didn't sage this deck. So, ooh, Tower. It is Wednesday. It is hump day, okay? Yeah, almost there, collective. Almost there. Happy hump day to all. I always like to smell Palo Santo. I don't work with Palo Santo a lot like I used to because you get it from a lot of places. I mean, I mainly use Amazon a lot, and it's stale. That's why it doesn't keep smoking. And that's what I have found out over the time. Like the reason why it goes out is because it's not fresh, it's stale. And I was in a place where there was a botanica that I went to, and she sold it in like shards, okay? Like little slivers, almost like when you take loose leaf sage. And I would get it in that form, and it would just smoke for days here. But yeah, it's nice though. It really is. They're saying that it has been, you know, because it comes from a sacred plant or tree, I think. And it's been, you know, abused, of course, okay? Because of, you know, spiritual practices going mainstream, you know. But it's really nice when you get a fresh piece that you don't have to keep lighting. So let's see what's going on, honey. There could be some type of tower. This could be a revelation here with that perspective in the tower, honey. Okay? Maybe something is happening again and you're not around. You're not around. You have nothing to do with the situation here. That's for someone. Interesting. Mm-hmm. And, you know, this Larimar, be yourself. This could even be a message for this person here, okay? Maybe they were projecting. Mm-hmm. Somebody could have thought that you were acting brand new, okay? Maybe somebody else had a misfortune here, and they felt like you should have picked them up, or I don't know. You left them high and dry, but like however they were seeing you, it wasn't correct, okay? What is this, child? You got the Four of Swords. It's coming out sideways and shit. Yeah, you got the Ace of Swords, honey. The Ace of Swords here, okay? And it's being protected. The truth came out. Just period. The truth came out here. There's a truth here about somebody trying to block the truth and block justice, okay? So there was a wedge. You have the Justice, the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Swords here, okay? Somebody put up maybe a smoke screen here, or, you know, some type of blockage, so someone couldn't get the truth, or they couldn't receive some type of clarity. This could have a lot to do with why you left. You have Ten of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups, why you left a family, why you left a community, why you left a job here, okay? Somebody's also, you know, realizing why their prayers or their manifestations did not come into fruition here, because, you know, there's something here about a false pretense. They had it all wrong, okay? Wow. Yeah, the truth about a King of Cups, okay? Yeah, and the Nine of Pentacles here. Interesting. Okay. So this could be about somebody's stability, maybe even their health here with that Nine of Pentacles energy here. Somebody is having a new perspective as to how someone was supporting themselves in the past. Maybe somebody was doing okay with the Nine of Pentacles, then they had some type of misfortune, and they could have blamed you, okay? Page of Wands here. Yeah, somebody got a message, honey, okay? I'm also getting a message here about, you know, regardless of what is happening, what you see, what is taking place in your immediate environment on your timeline here, keep your faith in the divine, okay? I keep seeing in God we trust, in God we trust. So, you know, faith is king right now is what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, Ace of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles here. Try to look at this. This could be you, this Nine of Pentacles here, that received a blessing. And I feel like this is in the past or a new beginning here, okay? Somebody could have even framed a situation as if you took something from them here, okay? I don't know if you heard that, but baby, that was the message loud and clear. So somebody said that you took something from them. That's why you were doing well for yourself here. Okay, regardless, there was an Ace of Cups that you were presented with. The Ace of Cups comes straight from the divine. They didn't want to pay attention to that. Again, maybe their vision was, you know, blurred for whatever reason. Yeah, somebody said that you took that. So this misfortune has to do, it could have everything to do with a King of Cups. Why somebody took a fall. Why somebody took a loss here. Okay. Somebody gave a false narrative about why they took a loss. So somebody couldn't take an L, okay? I always say if you can't take an L, you're not a boss. If you can't take a loss, you're not a boss here, okay? Somebody's a whiner. They're a complainer. Somebody played victim. And again, with the Eight of Cups energy, this has something to do with someone you left. For some of you guys, this could be an ex, could be an ex-husband, could be a child's father, King of Cups. Doesn't have to be a masculine energy. You could have had a lot of love for this person at some point in time. Wow. Okay. So they suffered a misfortune, memory. And now somebody is looking back. They're reflecting. They're saying, oh, okay. I get it. That makes sense. All right. Larimar, be yourself. Interesting. Wow. So if you left someone and you were able to hold your own, you were doing well for yourself, okay, you were self-sufficient here. Somebody blamed you as if you stole something from them. That's why you were doing so well, okay? Chop, please. Well. Yeah, Seven of Swords lied. They lied to a whole bunch of people. They said you stole a whole bunch of money too. Child, look at this. But this liar done ran into a tower. I can't, okay? Look at this shit. Look at this. Ten of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. Somebody said that you stole a whole thousands of dollars from them. Okay. That's why you were doing so well. Okay. That's exactly what they said. This is blowing up in their face. This lie. Trying to paint you as a thief. Okay. Yeah. It's a King of Cups. Something is blowing up in this person's face. The truth is out. And look. There could have been two people. This King of Cups could have been working with somebody here, but someone here was hell-bent on manipulating the truth for so long. So you really had to keep your faith in the divine, regardless of maybe what people were saying. Okay, you could have been aware that somebody was lying through their teeth about you here. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is exactly what was going on, honey. The Magician to the Ace of Swords. I feel like it was a full-time job. Okay? Trying to paint you in a negative light to uplift themselves. Wow. So someone played the victim here. You know, this person here with the misfortune energy. You know, if somebody took a loss, this could have been financially. I'm getting, you know, mainly having to do with financial and stability here. Okay. Definitely mental and emotional is an aspect as well here, but you know, they wanted to blame you for the loss, but I'm also getting the energy, even with that, they didn't want to pick up the pieces here. Okay. Like they thought blaming you was going to cause you to turn around and pick up the pieces, or force you to turn around and pick up the pieces for them. So it's like, what was your end goal? Okay. What was your aim? What was the point? Because at the end of the day, you still have to get off your ass and do what it is that you need to do. That's crazy. Yeah, it could have been two people that were really invested. They told somebody here, okay? They told somebody some bullshit that you stole from them. That's why you were doing so well, okay? And then these two got together and decided to manipulate the truth here, okay? So somebody worked with this person based off of false pretenses. This could be the person that's having a new perspective here, okay? Child, yeah, this lie is blowing up in their face, honey. This King of Cups. Some of you guys could have been dealing with the water sign, masculine energy, or doesn't have to be. It could just represent someone here who, you know, when their emotions are like capsizing at sea, sort of say, they can't get it together, okay? They just can't. And that's sad. Well. Yeah, this Emperor energy here could be a father figure, a child's father, ex-husband. I don't know. This could even be somebody that you work for or work with here. Seven of Swords. Goddamn. So yeah, they were lying to blind people, of course, right? A Gemini could be significant. Lying to blind people from who you were, blind people from who they were. Okay. Somebody could have even said something so heinous that could have caused you to get locked up here. Okay. Or that was the intent, you know? Excuse me. And confirmation. Wow. I'm also getting this person actually took something from you. And whatever misfortune that they, I wanted to say embody. Damn, somebody's just walking misfortune. Whatever misfortune that occurred, it was due to their karma. Somebody actually stole something from you. So you're dealing with a narcissist here that, you know, they enacted a full-blown projection onto your timeline here. I'm getting that. It's like they flipped it in order to get away with taking something from you. Yeah, child, please. This person is being watched. Somebody's a weasel. I I feel like somebody suffered misfortune here, because if you were with this person, they were dependent upon you, okay? So when you walked away, yeah, they took an L. But instead of, picking up the pieces here, they could have even did something to you, and then they flipped it here, okay? Like, it's the exact opposite for somebody. That's not for everybody. It's the exact opposite. This person actually took something from you. Wow. Somebody was watching this person, have their way, okay? Yeah, they were satisfied, honey, when they told this atrocious lie on you, okay? To block you. To block you from having the satisfaction, and not the satisfaction over them, just in life in general, okay? Oh, child. Yeah, this is the truth, honey. This is the truth. So the truth is out, collective, about why you walked away, just period, from a lover. Some of you guys could have walked away from a Gemini, maybe even a Sagittarius here. I feel like, from the Lovers to the Eight of Cups, if you were in a commitment, you walked away from this person and all their lovers, okay? Maybe all their friends, their connections here, okay? Like, damn. I always get these readings where somebody, they just don't want to take the L, and it's ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. This is a tower that the truth is out. This is the ultimate tower for this person. Wow. Yeah, why you walked away from this Emperor energy. This is somebody who felt like, how dare you, okay? I'm going to destroy you with lies. And what I'm getting is everybody that they work with, based off of false pretenses, destroyed themselves, okay? Because you can't group up and come for an innocent person, put a target on their back, and think that, everything's just going to be peaches and cream for you. Yeah, no, absolutely not here. Yeah, they watched you walk away. They were all watching as you walked away. And they tried to block you. Somebody tried to block you. I mean, I feel like they couldn't physically stop you from leaving, walking away. But they definitely tried to block you in regards to like evolving. Maybe they were constantly attacking your finances here. Okay. Other relationships here. Whether you were trying to get into a new relationship or you were dating. This could be relationship with your immediate family here. Okay. Child, please. Yeah, they were plotting on an Empress, on a divine feminine. Yeah. It was them and another person that they grouped up with. This could have even been a third party. Now this person is blocked. Now this person is blocked, honey. Okay? Yeah, and they're very dissatisfied about that here. Okay? I'm getting big baby energy here. Big baby. Yeah, because it's being communicated. How much of a liar this person is here. Okay? They don't care about anybody but themselves. Yeah. Some of this person could have been crying over you. It's something about you having the strength to move forward here. I'm getting doubles. 77, 88, 99. So, like somebody can't believe you were able to pick up the pieces and just move forward here. So this person also, they despise you because they can't do what you did. Yeah, hangman energy. Hangman energy. It's like, how did you heal from being stuck with me is what I'm getting. Okay? Somebody wanted to stagnate your healing journey? No. Look, you mopped the floor with this devil. You got the Ace of Swords here. You have the Star energy with the devil. You heal. You could have healed from some behaviors, habits, addictions here. Okay? A toxic lifestyle here. Yeah, no. It's like, how did you get unstuck? Because I left your ass behind. That's how. Shit now. Look at this. The devil with the Three of Cups energy here. Okay? Somebody was parlaying. 10 of Pentacles with the Three of Cups. Somebody likes to spend a lot of money on like groupies and shit. Okay? They could have been doing this in your face. How dare this person try and lie on you as you move forward? When they knew the whole time they ain't ish. This is somebody who knew they didn't even deserve you, okay? But it's all ego. It's all ego here. A couple more, then we're going to close it out. I don't want it to be too long. It's all ego. Child. Your ego and pride. You got the Emperor, honey. You know, child. Yeah, 3 of Swords in the reverse here. Blocked. Somebody was heartless. Okay. Somebody could be 43. I got 444 here as well. Okay. This person doesn't want to heal. They don't want to heal, and they don't want to accept the fact that you healed either. Well, somebody could be 49. Well, let's close this out. So someone has a new perspective. That's what the message is about, honey. They have a new perspective, okay? About this person, yeah. And it doesn't have to be the person that they grouped up with. This can even be somebody else. Because somebody took an L, child. That's all it's about. Somebody took an L and they needed, they wanted to scapegoat somebody. They needed somebody to throw up under the bus. Sad. Because all they did was create more karma for themselves. Again, I feel like the misfortune had a lot to do with you walking away. Okay, like this could have been an imbalanced relationship here. Maybe even, you know, when it comes to finances or stability here. Okay. Didn't have to be. But when you walked away, you know, they immediately took some type of L. And I'm getting, it wasn't really an L, it was a dip. You know, if you're staying with somebody and you're living together, you're splitting everything, you know, down the middle. Yeah, you know, you're going to have to rearrange some things here. Maybe even cut back to stay afloat. Okay. So that was the first misfortune, but the lies, and maybe how somebody reacted to a breakup, that's why they really suffered. Okay. This person is crazy, but the Ace of Swords is here and it's causing one hell of a tower. Yeah, setting the record straight. Child, please. I can't make it up. Setting the record straight. Somebody set the record straight. And somebody's over here trying to burn evidence here. Okay. Child. I feel like they are the burning evidence with the misfortune. Like, come on, man. Somebody was keeping a promise here. These are these two people. Could have been them in a third party. Somebody they were cheating with. These are these two people here that were keeping a promise to, you know, keep up a lie. Okay, trying to control the narrative here. Yeah, somebody grouped up with a hater. Whoever this hater is or was, you know, even if it wasn't a third party, it was somebody who wasn't going to question anything because they already, you know, felt some type of way about you. Let's get one more. Copycat, child, please. Copycat. In their fields. It's a copycat in their fields. A doppelganger, somebody who they wanted to try to put in your place here, okay? And couldn't get the job done. Sure. All right, collective, that has been a reading. Thanks for watching my channel, Journey Tarot. Bye.